Yeah guys, so we are actually in New York City this weekend at the Museum of the Moving Image. One of the things they have here is an exhibit to Jim Henson, all things Henson Studios. We saw this in our friend Justin Scart's video actually a couple months ago, and we've been wanting to come here, so we're very excited to be here. Let's go check it out. Yeah guys, so one of the things you're greeted with as you walk in the Henson exhibit here is, of course, one of Jim Henson's signature Muppets, Kermit the Frog. And you can see Jim Henson here working Kermit, and the microphone headband that he was wearing at the time. And the saying up there from Jim Henson, it's certainly not a career one would plan. I was interested in television, film, and art. And actually, when I went off into puppetry, I found that I could combine all of this stuff. Very cool. Yeah, guys, and here's a little shot, conceptual artwork for the Muppet movie. Kermit playing the banjo in the swamp, singing "Why Are There So Many Songs About Rainbows?" The Rainbow Connection. Yeah, here's some shot of the early works of Jim Henson and what would become the Henson Studios. Ralph and the Jimmy Dean Show. And in other early works, we have Sam in front. This is very cool too. I presume that's Jim Henson's writing. Presumably. But maybe not. And the script. Script from Sam and Friends. On loan from Henson's family. Yeah guys, and this is very cool too. You can imagine that the Disney Imagineers took some inspiration from that, from the Monsters University movie. And this is very cool. This is Don Shalala, Frank Oz, Jim Henson, and Dick Cavett on the Dick Cavett Show in 1971. And of course, not so much today, but back in the day, the Muppets were appearing in commercials as well. Yeah, guys, and so this next room has kind of a very important collection in it. For many years, Rolf was Jim Henson's signature Muppet, and after he passed away, for several movies after his very untimely passing, Rolf would appear but wouldn't say anything, as sort of a tribute to Jim Henson and his signature Muppet. I guess now they've started to have him speak again, but it was very sad when Jim passed away, and we still miss him very much. And of course, possibly their most famous creations outside of Kermit the Frog, the Henson Studios are famous for creating Sesame Street. And the Henson characters were widely used for many, many years. And over here we have our friends Big Bird, Cookie Monster, Elmo, and Prairie Dawn. And of course over here we've got Oscar singing away. And I think these are some early conceptual arts for conceptual art and conceptual sketches for some of the early Sesame Street Muppets. Very cool. Here we've got Bert and Ernie. Jerry Nelson is the Count. And an article on Sesame Street from the Detroit Sunday News. And here we have Ralph and Kermit performing together, and Jim's two signature Muppets. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, and over here in the corner behind Big Bird, I think they have some of the mock-up of the control rigging that they used to use. Probably have something a little more modern today, but that's pretty crazy. Over here we have some Muppet books and Muppet toys from over the years. Sesame Street, I guess. I guess they're all Muppets. We can call them Muppets, right? For sure. They were created by Henson. They're Muppets. And over here, we have an homage to the legit Muppets and the Muppet Show, which is still, in my opinion, one of the greatest shows ever created. And in fact, when they did the return of the Muppet movie a few years ago, which I own on Blu-ray, they had one of the best trailers ever for it. It was just kind of a fade to black, and the lights come up, and people kind of in a very monotonic voice say it's time to play the music, and suddenly, for those of us who grew up with the Muppet Show, we're like, because we knew what was coming. And it was a really neat script and a really neat story about how the Muppets revived the Muppet Show in the movie, and so it was very cool. And I still love it. Have to watch it again sometime soon. And over here, we have our friend the Swedish Chef and some conceptual art for the Swedish Chef. Bork, bork, bork. And over here we have Dave Gells's puppet Zoot from the Electric Mayhem and conceptual costume sketches. And playing over here we have a huge insert TV shot from the Muppet Show over the years. Just a really, really, really great show. And I think what was zany about it is you had everybody from Ozzy Osbourne to Mark Hamill on the show. It was just really just insane when you think about. I mean, I'm sure it was a great honor to be asked to be on the Muppet Show, and it was fantastic. I mean, I remember some of the episodes, like Harry Belafonte was on there. I think Frank Sinatra was on there. So it was just something you wouldn't see today. So it's very cool that we have that. And over here, the logo for the Muppet Show. And hi-ho, it's Kermit the Frog here. Miss Piggy in her wedding dress. And over here, guys, we have a conceptual mock-up of the Muppet Show theater, and that's facing the stage. And so the Muppets facing the stage, and the back of the theater is there where you would exit. This is very cool. Probably use this as a similar mock-up to plan scripts and screens and shots and shows and that sort of thing. Very neat to see this stuff. And then, of course, the Muppets took to the big screen as well. With many movies. In fact, we have Fozzie there talking to the cows for the Muppet movie. Classic scene. Yeah, guys, and in the next scene, they have the costumes and some of the props and conceptual art from Labyrinth, which was done in 1986, shortly after they closed production on the Muppet Show. Of course, some of the props from the movie. Again, conceptual art on the top. And then the Dark Crystal as well, which is also a very cool movie. And then over here, they've got some of the animatronics that they would have used in the day. Very early radio-controlled stuff, which is very, very, very cool to see how they used to do it. And then here, this is, of course, on set, shooting some of the scenes. And then this makes me sad looking ahead, of course, in the last few years before his untimely death in 1990. Henson was busy with a range of projects. One of those that's near and dear to our heart, of course, is the collaboration with Disney at Disney's Hollywood Studios and MGM Studios at the time. But we still very much enjoy the Muppet Show at Hollywood Studios, and I wish there was in the other parks. I wish there was more of a presence. They just recently opened a Muppet themed restaurant in Epcot, and they've brought back the Great Tales of American History with Sam Eagle and the Magic Kingdom. So hopefully that's there to stay for a while, and because we miss Jim Henson, and it is very sad that he passed away so young. And then on this wall over here, we kind of have a tribute to him and his associates and their work through the years.
All the work that I do, it's very much a group effort. It's a lot of us that do this. I think the team we have is really marvelous. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Good luck to you. Bye.